Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your monthly reading for October. We are going to jump right in. We are starting with your general. Then we're going to move to love and spiritual. And those links are in the description box below if you want to jump around. So let's talk about the general energy. Messiah, serving humanity with humility. This is interesting because I feel like this is about connecting with others. Um, they're taking me down a road, okay? And this road is people are not always going to do what you want them to do. People are not always going to be exactly what you want them to be. Like what you envision, what you see will not always be exactly like that, right? Because people have their own traumas, their own issues, their own thought processes, their own perspectives. And it's about understanding that and allowing that to happen. Like allowing people to have that energy, allowing them to live there, not being judgmental or not being like, oh, they did this, so it means this, you know. But I feel like it's more about not being judgmental with others. Okay. Man holding a heart and community. Yeah. Yeah. Pisces, it really is like it's like compassion for other people, right? Because I feel like you want to connect with others, you want to have friends, you want to have healthy relationships, you want these things. And there has to be a sense of vulnerability, you know? You can't shut yourself off. You can't be mean and expect for other people to look past that for you, but you don't look past that for them. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on. We have the Nine of Cups, which is fulfill wishes. The Hierophant. And the Nine of Pentacles. Interesting little lot here. Yeah, this is about wanting to be happy and content. And wanting to be satisfied with life. You know, like looking for fulfilling relationships, fulfilling career, fulfilling life. It's like what I need to figure out the key to getting that. I feel like this is past energy, looking for the key to finding that happiness. And somewhere along the way, I feel like more with intuition or following your heart, you found the answer to that in some aspect. Now, you have to apply it. And this month is about applying it, not thinking about it, not processing it, not, you know, like making it a reality. So it's like, okay, well, next time when I find love, I'll be more open or compassionate. But when you find it, you have to do that. You have to apply it. Okay. And it's more about doing it for yourself. Now, this is what's interesting. I see that this is triggered by a love experience. Like there's some sort of relationship that kind of triggered this development, but you're starting it in your career and in your life. So this is like taking steps to have a better diet, an exercise routine, things like that. So I feel like that's where you're starting. You're not starting in the love area of your life. I'm not getting that. Okay. But let's get into the cards and see what's going on. 5 of coins, 7 of wands, Knight of coins. Yeah. It looks like in the past you've been very defensive, pushing back almost. It kind of feels like a scarcity mentality, like I'm gonna lose it anyway. It's not working anyway. This is terrible anyway. Like having that idea that things are just not gonna work or things are bad, and then not standing up to fix it, but more like accepting it and becoming a sort of victim of your circumstances, right? And I feel like this affected a love relationship because it feels like the person that you were with could try to give you as much love as they could. But the thing is, no one can make up for for self-love, right? So someone can love you as much as they can from the outside, but there's some work that has to be done inside. Like you have to accept it. But it was more like the love or the care was bouncing off of you, and you're like, but I need more, I need more, I need more for it to get in, you know? And that really takes a person through a lot, I feel like. So it feels like there was a sadness kind of bubbling up within you, Pisces, and you wanted other people to sort of fulfill that or fill that void for you. But what's interesting is I see that people care about you. Like whoever this person was or people in your life, they cared about you, but it's almost like you drained them. And it may have been unknowing, you know, because this feels like kind of like accepting a bad situation instead of realizing that you can change it or you can change your thought process. And this sort of led to you maybe being alone or feeling isolated, even if you have people around you. And I feel like because sevens are spiritual, this led to a sort of introspection on your life. You know, it's like now the people or the things that were giving me love don't seem to be fulfilling that need or have maybe walked away from me because I feel like it's not there anymore. Okay. The sun, the world, the wheel of fortune. Yeah. This is the realization that throwing a pity party or being absorbed in your own sadness or bad situation doesn't make the situation better, right? I also feel like you left a lot of things unended, like open doors. And you did that to allow change in the future. However, I feel like you have to put effort in to make that happen. And you need to be sure that you're fully healed. I don't want to say fixed, but I would say healed. Because right now, I don't think you're ready for the structure of, I'm going to say this in a weird way, but give and take. This is almost like if something negative were to happen, it would throw you back into a spiral again. What's interesting about this, I do want to say, is I feel like a relationship, a connection, your happiness can turn around. The Wheel of Fortune, though, dictates that you need to let go of things that you cannot control, right? So this is, you're going around in circles here. And you have this opportunity to release it and let go. Like, you can start a new journey. You can be happy. You know, you can have that relationship, that job that you want. But it's like you have to let go of negativity, of victimality, I guess, being a victim. Okay, Tower, Ten of Cups, and the King of Wands. I'm going to tell you this, Pisces, change is inevitable, okay? Change is inevitable. You're coming to a head, you're coming to a point where you have to make some changes for your own happiness, for your own future. You can be happy. You can be emotionally fulfilled. The thing is, it's like you have to take action, and you have to have like a clear mind or a clear goal. Yeah. You know, I'm seeing a lot of not being optimistic here and holding on to confusion and negativity. So there are some situations that we cannot explain. It is the mysteries of life, okay? It is the mysteries of the mystical and the intuition. Like, we don't know. That's why the High Priestess card exists. We don't know. There's a mystery to life that we don't understand. But it's almost like you're digging into that part, and it's making you feel uncertain, disconnected, right? Instead of being positive or seeing the best parts about life. The key here is, and it's very simple, Pisces, when you start doing that, when you start realizing that you can't change some aspects about people, you can't change some situations about your job, everything will not be perfect. Once you come to that realization, things will not be as bad. But it's almost like there has been a cultivation of negativity. Like you have accepted the negativity instead of accepting the positivity about life. And when you start accepting the positivity, the love, the care that comes towards you, you know, and not looking at it to be perfect, you know, it's like someone is trying. People are trying. The world is trying. It's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. You know, but once you look at it at that viewpoint, it changes how you view things. It changes how life looks. It's like you're accepting the unpredictability. You know, you're accepting the chaos that is life. You know, the imperfections, and that's okay. It's okay to do that. Okay. All right, I'll stop talking. We'll get into your love life, okay, Pisces? All right, Pisces, your love energy. Oh, detective in reverse, voyeurism and falsifying information. Looks like you're holding something in, Pisces. Oops. That's what I'm getting from that. It's like holding in your feelings, looking for others to speak out first or verify their feelings first, sort of before you talk about, discuss, or realize yours. This is coming to me in a few different ways. This could be looking for someone to fulfill a need, or being like, I'm going to find someone to love me the way that I need to be loved, when really that's not what the issue is, you know? It's like trying to have someone follow you around, you know, like a lost puppy, and you're like, oh, well, you know, like that type of feeling. Just like wanting to be worshipped almost. I'm getting that. Yeah, this is like, if I find something new, it'll be better. Like, I don't need to work on things, or I don't need to deal with things. I just need to find someone that can do this thing that I need them to do. Okay, let's rebuild. That is Tower? The Tower, yeah. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh, Three of Swords, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you why I felt it that way, because I feel like that's not gonna work for you. Not for you specifically, but I feel like it's just not gonna work out. Like, it's not a good move to make, if that makes any sense. That's what it feels like. It feels like your idea, like a relationship have fell apart, right? Like, it changed. It's fallen apart. Like a breakup or a split up or a separation, or something has crumbled. And you were like, okay, because of that, it kind of gave you a residual of like, it's all about me and how I feel. I'm working on myself. It kind of brings up a bit of arrogance in a way. That's a really strong word, but I would just say like, all about you, all about me, all about my feelings, all about what I want. And I feel like that isn't going to work. Well, it isn't going to work on a few different levels, Pisces, because, you know, a relationship is about two people. Compromise. It's not just about people surrendering to you or you surrendering to them. You know, it's all around sort of sacrifice and balance. It almost feels to me like it's going to put you in the same predicament with a different person. It gives me the vibe of like, you're not learning. You're just adjusting, you know? Knight of Coins, the Devil, and the Seven of Wands. I'm gonna be honest, this feels like you're not ready. It's a big thing to say, but it really feels like you're not ready. You really don't want to put in the time. It's almost like you just want a relationship or a connection because you feel like it's going to make you feel better or make you forget someone or help you move on, like a rebound. But it doesn't feel like you're going to really put in the effort to build a healthy relationship. Yeah, I feel like you still have some walls up. There's still some things you don't want to accept or see. But you're like, this is the easiest way to get over something that has happened in my past or to move on from someone. Nine of Swords, Emperor, Seven of Coins. Yeah, you definitely have somebody on your mind. And they're going to be on your mind even more as the month progresses. I just see you thinking, the only way that I can take control over this is to meet someone else or have someone like saturate me with love and attention or someone to focus on. And even though I don't feel it now, I might feel it later. But the thing is, it's hard to work on something if you're not open to it. And that's what I'm seeing. It's like you're not open, like you're not ready. But you're like, well, if it's here, then I'll get ready. I'm going to say this, Pisces, because you're dealing with people that want actual relationships, okay? And it's not that you don't want actual relationships. It gives me the feeling of you wanting to be chosen. And also you feel like being around someone will take your mind off of things or get your mind right. You know, it's interesting, but you're not really ready. And I know a lot of you don't want to hear this, but you're not really ready. I will say that you've been kind of lucky dealing with people who are sort of healthy in emotional ways, or meeting someone like that, or even having friends that care about you that are healthy in emotional ways. But I feel like it feels like you're really stuck in this sort of ideal of how things should be. And it's like you're perceiving yourself to be open. But internally, you're really not. Yeah, there's this habit that's forming of flirting, meeting someone, sort of love bombing in a way, making steps forward, like making promises into like commitment and like, I'll be here, I really want to try this, that type of thing. But then moving on so quickly because you're really not in it, you know? It's like you need to accept that you're not ready. And I see you may have met someone, but you're separating from them. If you have, you're not going to be with them. You're just not ready. They're going to feel like things are not fair. It's almost like this person is so healthy, like spiritually, and they know what they want, that they're seeing that you're not open as you claim to be or as you want to be. And I see you like when this person is like separating or detaching from you, you like putting on like trying to fix things. That's what I see. Like trying to keep the person around and to get things to go in your direction. But this person's already seen what they want to see. Yeah, someone is second guessing their decision. Yeah, this one's not going to last. I'm going to tell you this now. Because I feel like there's something about how you're acting, Pisces, that's making this person second guess themselves. They're going to slow down on communication. You got defensive about something. And they're like, this isn't what I'm looking for. This person is not what I'm looking for. So this shows me that a breakup, a split up, a separation is coming. So let me see here. Yeah, you're still holding on to some residual energy from the past, and it's not really leaving you open. It's almost making you reckless. Yeah, and this person is seeing that you're confused, that you're not here, you're not involved. Like this feels superficial. So they're looking for something more than this. So they're distancing themselves from you. So I'm curious to know what the advice will be. So let me see. This is interesting because if you don't truly give to this, I feel like you need to truly give to something and truly try, not with stipulations, but truly give to something. Be like, I'm going to work on this. This is a new thing that I'm doing. I'm making this silent commitment to learn, to understand, to be receptive. Then it will work. But I just feel like you haven't given yourself the right amount of healing. It's almost like you separated from someone and you were like grieving, and then you were like, I don't want to be alone. That's what it feels like to me. It doesn't feel like you healed. It just feels like you decided that you didn't want to be alone. And you're trying to find purpose or find happiness through someone else. But that's not how relationships work. It's like two people come together to make a relationship. Not one person comes along to save another person. It's very idealistic. This is interesting. All right. Well, I'll stop there. Let's talk about your spiritual energy for October, okay? All right, Pisces, spiritual energy for October. So whip, sun, house, moon, stork. I think that's stork, and book. Okay. It's very interesting because it almost feels like you've become sort of a slave to inconsistencies, It's more like you're not trying to figure out how to fix a situation, a thought process, or how to heal it. It's almost like you're merging with it and creating sort of a problem. So yeah, it's like you're disconnecting from growing through a struggle, and you're almost accepting it and kind of morphing your life around it instead of resolving it or understanding it in a way. I definitely saw that in the reading for October. It's like, okay, I don't understand. Okay, it makes me confused. So what I'm going to do is just act like it didn't happen almost, or cover it up with something else. It gives you the energy of like rebound relationships as well, Pisces. So be careful of that, okay? Um, yeah, it's almost like if I make a new commitment, if I focus on something else, it'll fix it. But it's not going to fix it. And that's why the lovers comes up in reverse, because it's like kind of like thinking two people are on the same page, but not on the same page, because there's a disharmony, there's an issue, there's imbalance, right? Um, and you have a decision to fix that. You know, you have a decision to make a commitment to fixing it. You do. You know, it's not just about making a commitment to a person, but a commitment to a relationship, a commitment to this connection type of thing. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like dealing with shadow work and dealing with things that are hard are really going to help you become better. Really going to help you become stronger. It'll really help you find success. And I want to say it's about happiness. You know, I feel like you haven't been as happy as you could be for a long time. Acknowledging issues and trauma that's coming up, you know, is really going to help resolve that for you. It'll bring back that happiness that you need. Yeah. Yeah. It's about being committed. It's about being committed. That's what this is. Committed to what kind of outcome you want to have. That's what it is. You know the kind of outcome you want to have, but that means that you have to make some changes, some decisions to get to that outcome. And a lot of this is around your emotions. Like expressing your emotions in a way that isn't angry or wounded or aggressive, you know, not holding back, not shutting down, things like that. October, you're learning a lot about yourself. Like how you used to be comes to an end. Okay. Um, it's like you have this opportunity this month to learn a lot about yourself. I feel like there's a lot of events, a lot of situations that come up where you can learn about yourself. It's like taking a look at what you have built, you know, the type of environment that you have created by your choices and who's around you, and seeing if that makes you happy and content. Okay? If it doesn't, that's where the change comes in with the judgment in reverse. There are things that you can change. There are things that you can pay attention to. You can have like this self-assessment and change these things to make, you know, your environment the way that you want it to be. And that's what October is for you. There's a lot of change. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of understanding that's coming from this. But the thing about it is you can have all those things, but it's important for you to like take action to make those changes. Okay? All right, Pisces, I love you. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.